What's going on, guys? My name's Corrupt, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to counter Witch Slap. So guys, as I said, I'm going to be showing you guys how to counter Witch Slap. And really, this brought my attention from Echo's video, where it was like, still the strongest strategy, which is OP. I'm like, yeah, they're still strong, but they're not OP, because you can still defend them. And a lot of people don't understand that. So, I'm going to be showing you guys how to defend them. This is going to be a bit of a long video, but I'm going to try and go through these as quick as I can. There's still a lot, though. So, first of all, we're going to talk about moats. Moats are probably one of the strongest ways to defend them. And because it really disconnects the skeletons from the witches, it allows this. So, to defend it, you should have these 2 tiles away from the wall. I'm going to show you two bad examples of how to use moats. But first of all, I'm going to first show you guys how this works. So first of all, we're going to start off with the skellies. The skellies are going to go like this. They're going to go around here, while the witches, get this color, they are actually going to go right through here. So what you want to make sure is that the skeletons go on the outside and the witches go on the inside. And the reason is that you want these defenses to hit the witches. You mainly want the wizard tower due to its splash. You want that. So definitely, this is a really nice way of defending witches with moats. So it's a very good way, and I highly recommend it. So let's go ahead and take a look at another example here. And this one I did a little bit from a little guide that I have here, but obviously I'm teaching you guys really how to do this without, having a guide on yourself. So you're gonna see here with this one is that he is going to have, or really, what's here is that the skeletons are also again gonna go around here, and then the witches are gonna go right through here. This allows the wizard tower and the archer tower and even the expo to all 3 of them target the witches that would be coming onto the side. That's a very good way of being able to defend the witch slap, and they may even come this way instead. So basically, this would make, if they have healers, this would make it extremely weak since there's an air defense there. So they'll most likely come from the opposite side. I don't know what that arrow was, but there you go. You understand. So basically, kind of how it works is you want to make sure that the defenses in that purple-ish color are really going to try and take out the witches and any skellies that spawn there, while the skellies in the white there are going to basically take out those trash buildings. They are going to basically, not distract the defenses from hitting the witches. There we go. That's another good way of being able to do this. Now, let's show you some bad examples. So here, let's move this right here, and then all of this down. You don't want to do this, because moats should always be 2 tiles up and not 1 tile. This is just a huge no-no. Just the main thing here. Don't do this. Don't do that. That's a no-no. Don't do that. Because if you're trying to defend this strategy, it is highly recommended that you don't do that. And here's another example. And say we have defenses in this 9x5 compartment here. Let's just say that. So the reason that this is bad, well, the main reason it's bad is there's nothing in this compartment to hurt the witches except for this. That's it. The witches can just, and the witches are actually not even going to go this way because there's a dead zone here. This dead zone prevents the witches from going this way, and instead they're just going to go around. That's all that's going to happen. So definitely make sure that you don't do this. This is a huge no-no, and I would just say don't do this. Don't have this the dead zone there with the expo. You may think it's a good idea, but in terms of witch slap, don't do it. It's a bad idea, and you don't want to make yourself weak to it. So the next part of this is talking about air defenses, and really air defenses are really critical. So you're gonna see these sometimes periodically, and this setup defends Lava Loon. It also defends Witch Slap. As long as you have this on opposite sides of the base, do not have them on the same. It's just asking for a Witch Slap, because the attacker can just come in from the splash side and get immediate, and almost not an immediate 3-star, but a pretty easy 3-star. You're basically saying, oh, here's a 3-star. So make sure that you have these on opposite sides. It will screw up the attack. What you also want to do, and we're going to be taking a look at the other one here that we have, and we will come back to that. But what you're going to notice with this is I would highly recommend using SAMs. I was going to say Seeking Air Mines, but I think SAMs work really well. That's a good way to remember them, SAMs. And what you're going to notice here is it is 4 tiles above the wall. Make sure that you do that. You want to pop a hound, but you want to still let it target a hound, but you also want it to pop healers during a Witch Slap. So make sure you do that. If you want to be able to defend it a little bit better, use those Seeking Air Mines to really defend and focus on the Witch Slap, since, you know, it's a very common strategy. Another option that you could do is this. This way, it allows basically it's a Troll Tesla, but what it does is it's going to take out it's going to actually hit the witches really early when they spawn. And when they put down the healers, the Seeking Air Mine is going to basically take out the healers, any healers that are like here, because this has, or I guess when they walk a little bit closer, it's gonna hit them, and basically down goes that side, because really you're only using 2 healers you're using 4 healers, 2 on each side, and not having that second healer on one side could really hurt. So that's exactly a way that you guys can use to defend Witch Slap pretty well. And next we're going to be speaking about, and this is the last topic that we have here, is witch traps. This is something that I don't see a lot, and you actually saw in the previous video, there was a base at Tunnel 10 that actually had a witch trap there. And here's a good one. This one. Always do this one. This one is guaranteed to basically just completely obliterate witches. So I highly recommend using this one, especially at Town Hall 9. I would really use that. It's a really good way to completely destroy them. It also does really good job at killing bowlers as well. Now, the other ones that I don't highly recommend, and really not at all, is don't do this one. You want to make sure that the small bombs and giant bomb go off at the same time. And you also want to make sure that you don't do this. Don't do that. It's the same thing. However, you can do something a little bit different. If you have a building right here and a building right here, you can place them right like this. It allows basically for them to still go off at the same time and the giant bomb to still go off. So definitely, if you want to make sure that it doesn't look like a trap, but it's still a trap, definitely use this kind of style. That works extremely well. And I also highly recommend this one as well. It's almost guaranteed basically to counter the witches. Just make sure that really you have it in a place where they will hit it earlier rather than later. So this is really how you're able to use giant bombs to counter the witches. But I got one more example to share with you guys. I know this is a little bit longer of a video, but this is the last one, trust me. And it's this down here. I've seen this quite a bit too, and this one is usually the common way to defend it. You're gonna have the witches, really, after they take out the mortar, they're gonna go straight through here, and you can do the same thing on the opposite side. This also works for hogs, but mainly for witch slap, this is a really good way to defend witch slap. They hit from any witch area, any side really, and basically the wizard tower here is going to target onto the witches here, and this bomb can still, even if it doesn't kill the witches, the wizard tower will, because it's in range of that giant bomb. so even more damage there. And there you go, guys. That is really how you counter the witch attacks here at Town Hall 9. Just a few tips here that you guys can use on making sure that you guys can defend witches, and this is just a really neat way of learning base building and just sharing this with you guys, because I know Bow Witch is a very strong strategy, and I wanted to bring a little bit of an updated guide to defending the strategy. So there you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like. It really means a lot, and it shows me that you guys want to see more of this content. And if you're new, or if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to join my clan family, the Extra Humanity family, or my community Discord server, they're going to be in the description. If you want to follow my Twitter, and if you want to, not really follow, I'm kind of stuttering on my words here, but if you guys want to follow me on Twitter or support me on Gawkbox, you guys can. They are in the description as well. And that is the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.